Thanks, Awa.
Take care about nature. I see some mess up there. People messing around. Let's have a look. Might that be useful? Holy moly! What a find! Let's first get to it. Found a raft hour. Holy mickus moly. Please hold. Het is een goed gefixt raft. Ho, ho, ho. Precisely what I need. I gotta go back and empty my pockets in case I might make it into the water here, retrieving that raft. Yay! What a find, folks! I used to make these as a little child, and I remember four of them jerry cans should hold a person at least, maybe more, maybe 2 children at the time. So we're missing one more jerry can, and then we have access to better fishing areas. Exciting, exciting! I had a little contact over the phone with Dylan, you know, to say everything is alright and the likes of that. And Ireland went in lockdown. It isn't so bad staying out here doing a bit of surviving now, eh? Okay, folks, let's get going. I found a raft now, you gotta be kidding me. I found a jerry can. It's all the way over there in the swamp. The water level used to be way lower, all the way to the reed. You remember when I harvested the reed there? But it came up, so we'll see if that's still accessible. Mood. Oei, oei, oei. You know, I'm gonna take off my shoes and go barefoot. At least this is very close to camp, so I can immediately dry my feet at the fire. Okie dokie. Into the swamp we go. Man, that water level has raised like crazy. There she is. Hello. Nice one. Yeah, so as I said, it doesn't have a cap. Hey, acorn! Ha! It's a bit messy here. It's a bit messy. Oh yeah, I got myself some more stinging nettles to fill up that belly a bit. And let's eat some acorns. Say stuck. It ain't pretty, but hopefully it keeps us afloat. Yeah, and it's also the end of my baton. The budget baton. It was time for a new one anyways, it's too light. Yeah, I hope to make this out of a seasoned wood, so if it gets wet it will extend, it will get even more tight, but this birch I found here, it is quite fresh still, but it should be fine, should be fine. Ah, no. Ah, there's a crack in it. And I didn't see that earlier on. Dang it. So that ain't working. Dang it. Folks, I'm having a bit of a down moment. Really feel my energy levels have dropped at the moment. But keep going. Things go a little more slow only. The shaggy ink cap. Only the young ones, without any sign yet of their black ink, can be eaten after cooking them properly. They can be distinguished from common ink caps by their more shaggy appearance, with scales textured caps. Honey fungus, but we're too late. That would have been a feast. Yeah, mushroom season is on this end. It's a pity. I did a few mushroom courses lately. I try to do one every year. Yeah, it's important to know what you're picking, even in survival. Okay. Every day I do my round through the forest, collecting some scarce acorns. Today, my two greatest competitors got confronted with me. Yeah, the ones I put in yesterday aren't properly leached yet. So for today I make them finer for today's batch. But it means a lot of extra cutting work again. And I can't eat the ones I put in the river yesterday. I think the acorns should have been more finer even. The finest I would be able to get them. I did have the idea to still craft a pestle and a mortar to grind my acorns fine. But you know, it was limited time. The time went so fast, you know, and there was so much time of the day I was just busy with the basic tasks. You know, keeping my fire going, getting water, boiling water, gathering that firewood every evening. Instead of cold leaching the previous batch of acorns for a day longer, I decided to bring them with me to camp. Ow. And try the warm leaching method again. I got 2 cups on the side of the fire and alternately boiled the acorns in those 2 cups and drained the tannin containing water. With the warm leaching method, after draining the acorns for another round of leaching, you can't directly put the acorns in fresh cold water. The rapid temperature change will bind the tannins and the acorns will never lose their bitterness. So I had to boil the acorns in one of my cups, drain the water, and then put the acorns in another cup with already boiling water in it. All fixed! Oh, my gloves would be such a convenient. It's too hot. Save them from the ashes. Can't waste all my work processing them. Honey fungus. Oh, almost my acorns, roasted acorns jeopardized. More acorns. And nettle soup. Pure nettles actually. The water already drunk. And more acorns. Just a few. Yeah, that's today's dinner. Not too shabby. But I hope for some fish. Yeah, folks, I need my head torch to film this properly. The fire is too hot, but yet it doesn't give enough light. Man, I have been hassling without a head torch in the outdoors overnight. You have to carefully plan your night routine. Have your firewood at hand, because if the fire goes out, you can't see nothing. Yeah, I took my head torch out, folks. Otherwise it gets too annoying to film this all. I am enjoying the feast. The crispy ones especially. Very nice. Can you hear that crispiness? And the mushrooms. Yeah, I eat most of the mushrooms already, but there was more, definitely. And then this.
I tell you, this is less pleasant, but at least it fills the belly. People in the world, they do eat stinging nettle soup. I guess they take another recipe. I'm gonna finish it first. And it's done. I'm not enjoying that, no. Stinging nettle crisps. You just fry them in oil, the leaves. Very tasty. Yummy. Well, they tell you with the honey fungus, you only eat the caps, not the stem. Because I think it's too chewy, the stem. But I tell you, in survival, you better eat the stem too. And I don't mind the stem. It's not so chewy. Oh man, and I gotta tell you, man. It's a hustle cooking without gloves, without proper cooking utensils, without proper pans. My glass bottles break, this and that. Yeah, I'm gonna wish you good night. And also the fire is struggling. Gotta fix it. And it starts raining. Dang it.
During the nights, it was definitely very intensive to keep that fire going. You know, I don't really have the option to make a long log fire, which burns very efficient, because I don't really have a cutting tool to cut the right size firewood and stuff. So, you know, every 2 hours you have to put stuff on your fire and keep it going, and you've burned through a lot of firewood. It does keep you warm nicely, but every 2 hours you wake up feeding your fire, and that's quite intensive, I have to say. I choose for the option to be dependent on my fire for warmth and stuff.
Yeah.
So I almost didn't have a blanket, just my jacket. Maybe I should have gone back to the reed blanket idea, but had I only the bow drill, you know, you can't let your fire go out. That would be a trouble. You have to keep your fire going also during the night. But that would be possible with maybe putting a stone on it in the evening before. Under the stone, the coals might stay alive during the night.
It's dry. Okay, let's prep things up for fishing.
No way, Ouwe! How did you find me so easily? I feel grateful to have experienced living in this forest ecosystem for 6 days. Forests similar to my tiny one here once covered almost the whole of Ireland, but today only about 0.2% native woodland cover remains. The majority of Irish forests are spruce plantations, with short rotation cycles and limited biodiversity. Even including those plantations with 11% forest cover, Ireland is among the most deforested countries in Europe, together with the Netherlands, both my homelands. It makes you realize that ecosystems like these are very precious and should be treated with respect. A week like this motivates me to put more of my time and efforts in protecting forests and rewilding all over the globe. To be continued.
We got rescue coming in.
Are we live?
I think we are.
There he is, in his grotto, man.
The rescue has come in all of a sudden.
What's up, man?
Hello.
There you go, mate.
But how did you come here so quickly?
Ah, sure. I smelled the
But you
campfire.
had to. You look fancy, man.
Yeah, man. This guy, first time out.
You look like you proper rescue dude. Does my hair look rough?
Your hair wouldn't be the worst.
My eyelids.
You're just a bit rough looking overall, man. But it's all.
Am I?
Well, you could say you look like you've been in the bush for nearly a week. You know? It's all within standard. Hey, how have you been, man? Show me around.
Yeah, I've been messing and foraging and having good moments and having bad moments.
I like your shelter setup, man.
You do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes you think people want to see big shelters, you know? That's...
I know, sure, but like this is way less effort.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Mm-hmm. I had one the first day, another one, which is by now is flooded.
Oh no way.
But I moved that already before it actually flooded.
You are in a little bit of a dip,
Yeah, it is very windproof here.
and then you have that wall there.
Uh-huh.
So you're betting this. So you're basically three sides covered.
Uh-huh. Well, this is, it is minimalistic, but yeah, even in the wind it was nice. Yeah, I kept cooking with glass.
I seen a big pile there.
Yeah, you know, it is a bit
And clay.
clay. That was interesting. Huh? It's remarkable. Time flies so fast. I want to do so much more things and crafts and stuff. And the acorn process, man, it was a bit underestimated. And you have to boil them many times, and I only had my glass and it didn't have gloves. So it was messing in my hands, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
they are fossilized. Hey, I'm gonna have a beer, mate.
Maybe I should also open my beer.
You'll get drunk. No, I was thinking, will I bring you a banana or a beer? I was like, might have to be a beer. Cheers.
Oh, there. Ooh.
Nice one, man. I didn't expect this, man. I expected a bit more of an opening with a little, like, built shelter.
It tastes so good.
It's the only thing you've tasted since you went out. Huh?
Mm.
And what is this, man?
Yeah, these are my oak acorns.
So this is what you've been eating.
It is a long process, so I only got my first batch in on day
Wow.
3.
And before that?
Yeah, I was only fighting the rain and the I had no time to eat. I was only fighting the rain and my thirst. Good fish. And then the 4th day I was really happy. I started to enjoy it, and on yesterday it became very tough again.
Ready to leave?
Uh-huh.
Alright. For you, man. This place is dense, man. It's nice. Huh? I came over this. Yeah, I came over this.
Ja, hier heb ik nou veel zin in. En lekker even peddelen.
Well.
What a valuable experience it was. This was way more than just making a YouTube film. Of course, there were the difficult moments, but overall, I felt I never really suffered. I felt in the moment, connected with nature, doing my routines to live in this forest for 6 days. For just 6 days. I do have to say that I hope to get more done in those 6 days. Some proper crafts, catch a fish, but also the circumstances were pretty difficult. I knew already in advance that the fishing situation was not gonna be very good here. In autumn, definitely. You do feel restricted in a way, in the sense that this is a very tiny forest in a very civilized world. I'm hoping my next survival adventure will be in a very wild place. In the end, I came home full of new energy and inspiration. Take care about nature. I hope to come back someday to the raft and take it out on the lake. In the meantime, you can check out our earlier raft building survival adventure. And if you haven't already, check out the previous parts in which I started this adventure with 2 days of soaking rain.
It seemed that it calmed down a lot actually. You still want to do a bit of fishing or what? Let's bank the canoe and the little thing in front of us.
This series actually has a part 5.
Man, that raw.
The canoe journey continues and we catch some fish, turning into a big wild food feast with many wild edibles at our roundhouse camp. Thanks a lot for watching this series and your support, and see you on the next one.